What if Spartacus conquered all Rome? Episode 1. The Spark of Rebellion. In 73 BC, the Roman Republic, a beacon of power and order, faced an unforeseen upheaval. A Thracian gladiator named Spartacus, not just a formidable warrior, but a man of vision, ignited a revolt that shook the very foundations of Rome. Born in the harsh climes of Thrace, Spartacus was captured and enslaved by the Romans, his spirit unbroken despite the chains of bondage. In the gladiatorial ludus of Capua, Spartacus found not just fellow warriors, but brothers in arms. He forged an unbreakable bond with two other gladiators, Crixus and Ennomaus, sharing a dream of freedom. Spartacus's charisma and tactical brilliance quickly rallied a motley crew of slaves and disenchanted gladiators. He inspired them with words of fire and hope, proclaiming, "In our hearts burns a flame that Rome cannot extinguish. We shall turn that flame into a blazing inferno." The uprising began with a daring escape from the ludus, with Spartacus and his band overpowering their captors in a night filled with blood and defiance. News of their escape spread like wildfire, drawing slaves and oppressed peoples to their cause. Their first major encounter with Roman forces, at the base of Mount Vesuvius, became a legendary battle. Spartacus, employing guerrilla tactics and exploiting the terrain, outwitted the Roman consul Claudius Glaber, dealing a crushing defeat to the legionnaires. As Spartacus's army swelled, so did his ambitions. By 72 BC, he had not only liberated much of southern Italy, but had also started establishing a parallel governance structure, freeing slaves and redistributing land among the poor. The Roman Senate, initially dismissive, now viewed Spartacus as a threat to the Republic's very existence. Episode 2. The Conquest of Rome. In 71 BC, Spartacus's vision expanded towards the ultimate prize, Rome itself. He faced the formidable Roman legions led by the wealthy and cunning general Marcus Licinius Crassus. Spartacus, in a masterstroke of military strategy, divided his forces. He sent Crixus with a substantial force to stir rebellion in the heart of Rome, exploiting the city's deep-seated social inequities. Crixus's incursion into Rome was a saga of blood and fire. Using the city's labyrinthine network of underground passages, he and his band of rebels emerged within the city, inciting a massive slave and plebeian uprising. The streets of Rome echoed with the chants of rebellion, shaking the patricians and senators to their core. Simultaneously, Spartacus engaged Crassus in the grueling battle of the Siler River. Utilizing a combination of hit-and-run tactics and strategic fortifications, Spartacus managed to encircle and decimate Crassus's legions. The Roman army, considered invincible, was humiliated. Spartacus, standing amidst the carnage, declared to his men, "This river, red with Roman blood, heralds the dawn of our freedom." With Crassus defeated and Rome in chaos, Spartacus marched into the city. His entry into Rome was not just a military triumph, but a symbolic act of liberation. He was hailed as a liberator by the masses, with slaves and commoners lining the streets, cheering the downfall of their oppressors. Episode 3. The New Order and its Challenges. By 70 BC, Spartacus found himself in control of Rome, a city built on centuries of tradition and hierarchy. He initiated radical reforms, redistributing wealth and land, emancipating slaves, and establishing a council comprising representatives of Rome's diverse populace. His rule was marked by a spirit of egalitarianism, as he strove to dismantle the deeply ingrained structures of Roman society. However, Spartacus's rule was fraught with internal and external challenges. The Roman aristocracy, though defeated, was not destroyed. They simmered with resentment, plotting to regain their lost power. Additionally, external threats loomed as neighboring states and former Roman allies, such as Carthage, saw an opportunity to exploit Rome's vulnerability. In 69 BC, facing the threat of a Carthaginian invasion led by Hanno, son of Hannibal, Spartacus mobilized his new Roman army. The Battle of Ostia was a defining moment, showcasing the might of a transformed Rome. Spartacus's forces, though primarily composed of former slaves and commoners, displayed remarkable discipline and valor, repelling the Carthaginian forces. Internally, Spartacus's reforms faced opposition from the reformed but deeply divided Roman Senate. The tension between maintaining the revolutionary zeal and the practicalities of governance led to a political crisis. Debates and conspiracies filled the Senate as the traditionalists sought to undermine Spartacus's authority. Epilogue: the legacy of Spartacus's Rome. Spartacus's reign, transformative yet tumultuous, was abruptly ended in 68 BC. He was assassinated during a Senate meeting, a plot orchestrated by remnants of the old. Thanks for watching, history enthusiasts.